Hello, welcome everyone to Hosla Extended Family. We are an senior citizen care organization. We want to keep the elderly of India happy and content. Towards that objective, we got a new idea implemented today, which is Hosla Radio. We are very happy to record our first podcast through live streaming Hosla Radio, and we have one author, Yatika Tyagi. Yatika is also Hosla Noida lead and one eminent happiness coach. She worked with Hosla for a couple of months, and we are happy to welcome her back again. Welcome, Yatika.
Thank you, Shantanu.
So
It
recently,
was,
yeah,
uh, yeah, it's lovely connecting with you again.
right. Yatika is the new author of the book Stick to the Basics. You are enough the way you are. I must tell you, Yatika, your experience with Hosla has been enriching for all of us, but this book is going to be another association with you and Hosla.
For sure.
Yeah,
I
and I
mean,
like the
it's
title. We would know more about the book, what does it contain. But before that, Jatika, I would like to know the audience to know more about you. So let's start with what are you doing currently, work-wise, profession-wise, and also a bit about your personal life.
okay. Thank you, Shantanu. Thank you to introduce me with all the audience. I'm Yatika Tyagi. Essence Lovo Technologies Private Limited is one of my companies.
Right,
I'm a founder and director of that company. I also have one recruitment company called YCV Global Consultancy. We are doing domestic and overseas hirings
hmm,
in IT, healthcare, hospitality, and yeah, that's how we are growing as a company. Uh, on personal front, I am mother of two kids. One is 15, the other is about to be 13 very soon. And I've also come up with one of my book, the very first book I would say,
right,
and I'm finding so much of support from everyone from Hosla family that I'm so happy and so excited, like telling everyone that yes, I am excited about this book. The book title is "Stick to the Basics. You are enough the way you are."
right. That is great, Yatika, to know more about you. And I would like to know how was your family support while this author's journey was going on in the last couple of months. So how did they support you?
They are partners in crime. I mean, they really support me a lot. They know how my schedule is at times. They cooperate with me when I'm writing or I'm doing my work. They never disturb me, I would say. They are always like reminding me. My daughter would be like, "Mama, you have a call. Mama, this you are wasting time." I mean, she always, coming up to me and motivating me. Just uh, and I mean, as a family, we know how one is working, the other person, what is the need of the other person. So, in the similar fashion, it happened, and they are very supportive. I would
Right.
say, yeah,
Right,
I'm
and
blessed.
just for the audience, let me tell you, the book is going to be published online on 15th of May, right, Yatika?
Yes,
So,
it is available for pre-orders
hmm,
on Amazon, and also the link, the publisher link, which I have shared,
hmm,
and I will be sharing with Shantanu also the same links. The book would be available after 15th. I mean, the ebook would be available after 1st June.
right,
You
great.
can pre-order it anytime.
Sure, we will provide all the details in the live streaming description, which is happening on Hosla Extended Family YouTube channel. Before you become a celebrity author, which is going to happen for sure starting 15th of May, Yatika, how did this journey start, this author's journey start? What was your thought process?
If I talk about this particular book, it was the process of 2 3 years, and I was very committed that I have to write something. I want to write a book, and
Hmm,
the way I was moving towards uh, empathy, to people understanding. So now I was sure that I have to do something in this field.
hmm,
Then one incident happened. it was like I was talking to someone, and most of the time I feel like I should try to help someone if I can.
Hmm.
So I was talking to someone, and I what I could sense was it was more about like you can't understand my situation.
Hmm.
The other person was in that kind of mindset.
Right.
You can't understand what I'm going through. You haven't gone through the same phase or the same kind of situations,
Hmm.
so you can't advise me.
Hmm.
But for me, it was like the human tendencies of getting sad, getting happy, all they are all the same. The emotions which we go through are all the same, but how
Hmm.
do we handle it is very important.
Hmm.
And this is where this book will play a very important role, that where we are going wrong, or why we are deviating from the basic traits to be a happy human being.
Right. Right. So, Yatika, yeah, I would like to know more about your school and college life. So, did you ever visualize or manifest that you would become one author one someday back then? Did it happen ever?
No,
No.
it was never a thought. I used to write. I started writing around at the age of 7 or 8. I mean, like when we were in the schools, we used to have school
Yeah.
magazines, and every time the teachers would ask you to submit some poetry or some writings. So we were too excited for that. We wanted to submit something, so we started off with rhyming words, with small, small poems, and
Right.
we succeeded. I mean, me and my brother, we both were into this kind of thing.
Hmm.
So we started off. We used to help each other how we can rhyme the things, and this is how it started. It
Hmm.
went on till college time. I mean, we were into writing. I was into writing, but with the course of life, with the I would say you tend to forget your hobbies,
Hmm. Sure.
and
Yes.
this is exactly what happened.
Hmm.
But since last few months, I was too idle to do anything, so I came back to my hobby, and this is what happened.
No, I would like to believe the experience which I had working with you in Hosla, being a happiness coach, that life experiences actually help in that must be included somewhere in the book, right? The life experience which you get doing the counseling for people or coming them, making them out of depression. Those experiences might be handy for you to write the book, right?
Definitely. I mean, uh, I love elderly people. I mean, the kids,
Hmm.
the elderly, they really require certain kind of support.
Right.
So I love talking to them. In Oslo, also, I had the same kind of experience that uh, you don't realize, you don't understand that where we are going wrong.
Hmm.
What are the characteristics a happy human being should have?
Hmm.
Like we expect too much. We are into too much of sadness. We love to be in the sadness, or we love to be a victim. We love to
Hmm.
complain. So there were so many traits
Right.
here in Hosla also. I mean, so, it's natural.
It's
It
natural.
happens
Yes.
with everyone.
Hmm.
It's nothing like the problem is with one person or the other,
Hmm.
because we all are human beings and we go through
Yes.
different emotions.
Hmm.
So I felt that need, that there should be something. I mean, they are self motivated first, then they can go into any kind of counseling or the medical help whenever required.
Hmm.
So, but the basic thing is, let them let the readers understand that where they can improve.
Hmm.
What is the area of improvement
Right.
to find the complete happiness?
Right. And that's the inner thing. Inner happiness is much required, right?
Yes,
Right. So
exactly.
the journey of being an avid reader, like you must be reading a lot of books since your childhood, to this author, this journey, like how does one transform? What would be your advice to budding authors who are willing to write, like me? Even I want to have my own book. What would be your tips? Like how do we start?
First, your motive should be clear. I mean,
Hmm.
why do you want to write a book? What do you want to convey to the audience? What do you want to why do you want to reach out to the readers?
Hmm.
for me, that one incident was enough to make me understand that
Right.
yes, I have to reach to every person on this earth so that I can be helpful in any kind, any way. I mean,
Hmm.
I just wanted to help out in any way that at least I can contribute a small part of mine.
Hmm.
So this was my main motive, and with that motive only, I have started working on my book, and thankfully, we are here, and
Yeah.
it is soon going to be launched.
Sure, sure. And what's your future plan around this line of work which you are currently doing on the happiness, on the mindfulness, and also book lies in the same domain? So, do you have any other plans in terms of writing more books in the same domain, or you have some plans in different domains?
Uh, I do have plans to write more books in the same domain, and I am in the process of writing one more book in the field of marketing. That is
Okay,
also my domain,
okay.
fortunately. So I am co-authoring that book with one of my friends, and we have just started because
Hmm,
this was completed. So I thought that let me come up with another book which is related to my area of work,
hmm,
and that is my expertise, I would say. So I started off working on that also,
hmm.
and let's see. Maybe in another 3 4 months, we will be meeting again, if you
Sure.
allow me to do so.
Sure, sure. So this book stick to the basics. You are enough the way you are. So in the entire book, is there any favorite part of yours, any favorite quote of yours, which you'd like to tell the reader? First, go through that page. That's my favorite. Like any kind of things which comes to your mind, like, or it happens, no, that after writing something, we ourselves feel like, have I written this? Like, have I written this? Something like that.
I felt it many times.
Okay.
I would like to go my readers to read the author's message first,
Okay.
because this is where I'm conveying why I'm here
Hmm.
with this kind of a book. Why
Right.
I have decided to come up with this kind of content.
Right.
So this is the first thing, and I do have one incident which was I mean, very connected with that.
Hmm.
I mean, I went through this experience myself, and that was very touching. At the same time, it was very awareing. I mean, it was a conscious decision that I should put it into the book.
Okay.
So it was an incident which happened with the red ants. I mean, we have summers these days, and we already getting too much ants at our home. And
Hmm.
I'm already living above 10th floor, and there should be no red ants. So I was like, why they are coming to the kitchen? Why this is happening? So one day, all of a sudden, I realized they are coming for the food. If I put that food in front of their nest,
Hmm.
and it really happened that they were not coming to my they are not crossing that boundary because I was putting food there. And I mean, it was such a connection with the nature at that point of time that I deliberately wrote it. But see, this is also
Hmm.
happens.
Yeah. Hmm. Very interesting. I would like to read that section first, I think. And obviously the author's message, because I honestly believe as a reader, if I am not in the same page in terms of thought process with the author, I won't enjoy the book. That's what I have, uh, the belief in terms of reading books. The next couple of questions will be a bit of imaginary as of now, but still will ask.
Hmm.
Uh, your book is going to be launched very soon. The
Hmm.
selling will start. Would you
It has
feel
already started.
it has already started? So
Yeah.
uh, do you track it on a daily basis, how many copies are getting sold? So, and if you do, there is no harm in doing that, but my only point is, does that hamper your creative mindset?
No, I'm not doing it because I'm taking help of my publication house.
Hmm.
First of all, this is my very first book. I have no idea how
Hmm.
to uh, really.
Expect from it. Hmm.
So, secondly, I am doing one thing. I cannot be, you cannot manage everything. You
Right.
have to have someone whom you can rely upon.
Right.
So, definitely, I've got a very good publication house, and I think they are managing it, everything they are managing.
Right. We wish you all the best to keep this creative mindset intact and publish many more books.
So
Okay.
thank you, thank you.
Yeah, the next question is, like many years later, we all of us will not be in earth on the earth, right? And you already left your footprint by having such kind of books. How do you want people to remember, like suppose after 100 years, right? You they get the manuscript of your book, or say audio book they get it. How do you want people to remember you as a person or as an author?
As a friend.
As a friend.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because there's nothing better than a good friend.
Hmm.
I mean, in every relation, if you have that the kind of friendship, uh, the kind of support which you want to give to each other or the other person, nothing is better than that. So, as a
Hmm.
friend, in fact, I just say that I'm not an author at all. Please don't consider me an author. It's just a intention, or it's just a try that I can help out someone with their emotional issues,
Hmm.
or I can
Right.
contribute to something to help them in a better manner.
No, sure it will, because I have gone through your live sessions, and your book would be much more bigger than that, right? So surely it will be a successful one. Also, is there any change in perspective, Yatika, after you did this authoring part? Do you feel there is any change in perspective within you
Uh,
in terms
am
of
I still
life,
looking the same?
or yeah, you're still looking the same.
So no change, but yes, one thing I already, I mean, I communicated a number of times that I love helping out people out
Yeah,
there, and this is one of the medium which I have discovered, and I'll keep continuing with that.
right. It's just an extension in the already helping journey which you are doing in the happiness life, right?
I wouldn't say I've contributed a lot, but yes, whatever I can do, I'm
It might,
trying.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
right. People have to read to get the help out of it, right?
Yes.
Okay, now we are coming to the last segment of this podcast, which is rapid fire round. A couple of
Hmm.
popular TV shows does that, right? You don't have much time. Okay,
Okay.
your closest family member,
My sister.
your favorite Bollywood actor.
No one.
That's a very great answer.
Seriously.
You don't follow Bollywood movies or what?
I I just watch them. I'm not a diehard fan of anyone. I'm
Okay,
fan of
okay,
myself. I'm so sorry, but I am that way since childhood. Even I used to wonder that why I'm like that. People were like, I'm fan of Salman, I'm fan
right.
of Shahrukh Khan, I'm fan of this. But yeah, I would say Akshay Kumar is very inspirational.
Okay. So
This
if
is what I
any day people, some director or producer decide to make a movie on you, maybe getting inspiration from your books, then you would like to play yourself, not any other actress or actors.
yeah, I can play. I was into theaters.
You can play. For sure. Your favorite author, you have to have an answer here.
Favorite author.
Hmm.
Uh, I have read a number of books, but believe me, I don't remember the name of the authors.
Okay.
Believe, I mean, I'm not a person who will remember everything and come up with very uh, prompt answers.
Hmm. Right. Yatika, am I audible to you? Okay, I think we lost the connection. Uh, but yeah, we can end the podcast because we could ask you whatever you wanted, and it's advisable to the listeners to go through the book whenever it is launched and let us know how do you feel about it. Okay, thank you. We're ending the podcast here.